I'm Matt Stevenson, owner of the British Drift Championship. That into the venue, we want to make it a better experience for you.
And this is a bit boring, ask him something stupid. We're getting there, don't worry. Hi.
Hi.
Who are you? Why are you here?
So I'm Matt Stevenson, owner of the British Drift Championship that just recently taken over. Is it even recent anymore?
Yeah, we'll still call it recent. You've only had one event so far.
One round, I'm definitely not a veteran.
So
yeah, here planning round two basically.
Yeah, here to plan round two, and through the week there we stuck a post up on our social media channels and asked for some questions for you.
Yeah.
So we've got some good ones, to be honest. Let's start with, how do you even say that? K9ULO? What was your inspiration to take on the BDC owner as an owner, and why?
Oh,
inspiration. David was your inspiration, surely. He's an inspirational man.
All jokes aside, he has actually done really well at what he's doing.
He did.
So yeah, he came to me with the opportunity, and it was a big challenge and something very different to what I'm doing. The slide stuff.
Yeah.
But I like a challenge, and I could see that I had confidence in myself that I could make something good of it, and so far,
one down. 27,000 to go.
Yeah, and I'm still alive.
That's fair. Okay, next one we've got Jesus Smoking. Can you give them any insight into the changes that you want to implement into BDC that haven't quite made it yet?
So we're changing quite a lot of things, but ideally not too much at once. The main things that we want to do is make it better for everyone who's coming and paying. So if you're paying and coming to the venue, we want to make it a better experience for you.
Yeah, so we've got the big TV now on Saturdays.
Bringing that in on Saturday. So yeah, rather than Saturdays being a forgotten about day,
yeah,
we want to make them as good as possible.
Yeah, so the pro-ams, they're paying the same, they're putting the same amount of work in effort.
Pros as well.
And they are the next, so you want them to be as good and as shiny and as sparkly as possible. Correct. By the time they get there.
Yeah.
Cool. Next up, Joe Ball. You know Joe Balls?
Yes.
He likes balls, does Joe?
Right.
Why hands devices? Is it not a bit excessive for drift speeds? I bet you get this one a lot.
It's come up a lot. I'll be totally honest that I'm not some sort of safety expert.
Yeah.
I need to make sure that I'm making drifting as safe as possible, because all jokes aside, I don't want anyone to seriously hurt themselves or anything like that. And
that would be the end.
Yeah, we can all joke about it, but so we've looked at people like Simpson who work with the championship, and they know a lot about stuff about safety, so I'm happy to take their judgment on it, and they're helping us improve the game of safety and drifting, which is a good thing. It's
I agree. It's a couple of £100, and the people that are thinking, a couple of £100, BDC's not for you at this moment. Go do more practice days.
Yeah.
Get better.
It's a small percentage on the grand scheme that you need to spend. Anyway.
That's it. It's insignificant in the grand scheme of things, and you've got less chance of dying or seriously injuring yourself.
No one wants death.
Which is good for the person who doesn't die, and also good for you in the championship.
Because we can continue doing this.
Yeah, because championship with a death, I don't think that would last overly long.
The insurance is already quite expensive, so
insurance sucks, but you got to have it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay. Nick Harding, how much grief did you get for running 4 cars at each other just to please the fans at Teesside? Are you going to fess up here? Was this pre-planned, as I assume it was? Because if not, Jen would have absolutely murdered you.
Genuinely, we kept that really under wraps because we knew that Jen would have murdered us.
So everyone at Teesside knew except Jen?
As it got closer to happening, more people knew, but it was like for us, we kept it really quiet.
Yeah.
But it went well.
That's good. I thought it was a full setup that he's just sort of made look like it was. I don't know if there was some sort of.
No, we kept it quiet, sneaky, and got away with it, and just got a little bit of a telling off.
Did you get a bit angry Jen? Is not somebody that you know.
No one wants angry Jen.
Hi Jen.
Angry cat as well. Oh, next level.
Doubled up. All right, Jimmy Ray, big Jimmy Ray. Can we get more one-on-one interviews with the drivers so people can actually know who's who? Even short clips thrown in here and there would make good TV, especially for people who can't make it to all the rounds. So more just roving reporter, I think, is the question.
Definitely. So if that's on the live streams, then Matt House's job is to introduce and speak to the people more, to the drivers, to the fans, to everybody, so we can introduce more. We had a couple of issues with the live stream that meant that time was taken away doing making sure it ran smoothly as opposed to adding the extras in. So from when we're back up here at Driftland, that'll be the time when you'll see all that type of
smoothed
thing.
out most of the bumps.
I'm not promising a perfect show, but it will be improved. There's a lot of improvements already from round 1. Let's put it that way.
Well, Jimmy's going to be at round 2 because he's local to us, so
he can tell us what he thinks.
He'll be watching, and he can give you some feedback.
Yes, we love feedback.
Next one, JP Connected. If you had £1,000 to buy to build a beginner's drift car, what would you go for and why? £1,000 doesn't get you much.
It doesn't. I was going to say, years ago it would 100% been a 36.
Yeah.
Easy done. You'd have some change to spend on seat time, but I would now. You'd scrape it within budget. I'd try and drop on an E46. Just because.
Anyone in particular?
If you can get a 330, you can get them.
They do exist. They do exist.
Yeah, 330. People say they're no good, but my last missile bash car, whatever you want to call it, was a 330.
Yeah, they're great right up until all the bolts that hold the oil pump on shake themselves loose and then the pump falls down into the sump. But up until then, they're stonking.
Yeah, and it's then a missile car and strip the rest of it, get some money back and get another.
Absolutely.
Crash another.
If you had unlimited budget, what would you turn into a drift car? That's even trickier.
See, I'm not a man to have. I don't have favourites.
E90 M3.
I'd build an E92 with an LS3 in it.
Oh, that's convenient.
I don't know. Unlimited budget.
It's got to be a supercar just for the because you can.
But would it actually be any good at?
Doesn't matter.
Just because you can.
Yeah. Doesn't say.
I am a BMW man now, so I would probably go one of the brand new BMW chassis and M2, 3, 4, one of them.
Yeah, one of the sexy ones.
Yeah, one of the nice ones, not the old shitters.
Okay, last question that we've got from the fans, which is sensible. We've separated these out.
Okay, I can see where this is going.
Not quite so sensible. So people might be watching thinking, this is a bit boring, ask him something stupid. We're getting there, don't worry. What originally got you into drifting and what keeps you into it nowadays? Well, I know what keeps you into it nowadays. It's your job and you need to pay the mortgage. you're in my situation. Welcome to my team.
Yeah, nice one.
So what got you into drifting?
Originally I bought a 200 SX, didn't have a clue what drifting was, and went sideways, realised drifting existed, and went to Teesside, watched the drift event, and it kind of got stuck from there.
Yeah, I remember you guys being at Teesside way back when.
A lot of years
Northern
now.
Drift Championship.
Yeah.
That was a while back. So just basically it's addictive as fuck once you have a shot. There's not much else you can do. Right.
Here we go.
Stupid questions. Oh, I've got one more sensible question actually. I heard lots of chatter on the internet about some sort of app.
Yes.
And I think that you decided not to roll it out for round 1 because of some issues?
It weren't a silly issue, so we've been putting quite a lot of work into developing this app, and the original plan was to release for round 1, but we didn't want to put out something that wasn't right, so we decided to use round 1 as testing, and it worked out. It was a good job we did because we did find some issues with it.
So you had sort of like a beta team.
Yes.
Testing
so we were doing that anyway. It should, all being well, no issues, be released a couple of weeks before round 2.
That's like in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, which we have. It's not long, but yeah, it should be released before round 2, and it opens the door for a lot of interactions for people at home.
Yeah.
And people at the event as well to be able to actually use it, get a lot of information, drivers to use it, watch the live stream.
And are they going to? Are fans at the track and at home going to be able to influence the results?
Not influence the results. The only thing that it's going to actually influence is the most exciting driver, sponsored by Excite Energy.
Good. That's a good tie-up. That's a good tie-up. Buy Excite Energy from. I don't know, I've never seen it in Scotland to be honest. But it'll be here for round 2, so come and get lots of free stuff, see if it's any good.
Basically, so it gives everybody who's got the app the ability to vote for their favourite driver. Simple as that. Yeah. Popularity contest.
So Martin Wanacott, every event then.
Is that your favourite driver?
I'm going to say he's most people's favourite drivers.
Although
Walton got his ass handed to him. Both of them personal Instagrammed the Driftland page asking for our vote. And
what do you do?
I voted for Martin obviously, and then replied to Walton saying, you've got no fucking chance. You're against Martin. And the glitter bus is not so glittery anymore.
What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it could look quite, because he's part of Team Flat Out Factory now, I think.
Pro Drift,
sorry, they've changed. Pro Drift. Yeah, that livery could look pretty special on it, I think.
Yeah.
Could work pretty well.
It's not as shiny, but
Yeah, but then that's what happens when you get sponsors. You have to
please
buy
the
the stuff that you
sponsors.
don't like.
Yep.
Right, enough sensible stuff. Stupid questions. Adam Simmons, who's your favourite and least favourite slide driver?
Oh,
That's easy.
favourite
Really?
and least favourite.
Who
They
gives
could all be on both sides.
Yeah,
of
who
that.
gives you least shit?
None of them.
None of them.
I get shit off all of them.
Yeah. Let's just say it's Adam who's your least favourite, since he asked the question. No? Oh, it's tricky.
Oh,
Adam's got you with a good question here.
Adam.
He's not committing. He's playing it. He's playing.
I like
he's-
all of the slide team just as much as each other. They're a great team. That's my
That is
answer.
the worst answer ever. Fucking asshole. Kasim Ali, ask if you're man enough to do electric shock drift and run BDC layout.
I'll have to do electrical.
Yeah,
shock
we
drifting.
don't think we've got
Another
time for it
day.
today.
Yeah, we'll do it
but
another day.
Let's see, maybe after BDC we'll get
But
it.
only if this man's the passenger.
Yeah, because
So
I've got the
it wants
controls.
But we'll be
And then we get to
reversing.
swap. So you want to electrocute me basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right, okay, that's fine. I'm used to it now. I'm getting
even-
oblivious to it.
It's fine.
Best pizza topping.
Meat feast.
Okay. How
With a
big
barbecue
are
base.
how big are your nipples?
Average size.
Average?
I didn't expect that.
Yeah. Is it true your nan used to be a ninja fish?
Only on weekends.
Does your dad sell Avon? Well, he's over there. Do you sell Avon? No, he doesn't.
He's quit.
Matt's dad doesn't sell Avon,
It's a
hasn't
no.
for a while. Are you enthusiastic about rolling coal? Diesel drift cars.
Right. I like things that are different.
Yeah, it just nobody's managed to make one work yet.
No.
Not that I'm aware of.
If someone can make it work, go for it. Do it.
Yeah, I agree. Clutch kick or e-brake? Clutch kick, obviously. Chris from Tarmac Sports, when you buying him a beer?
I did it. So Chris is a good sponsor of the BDC
Yeah.
now, top man.
So
and
a beer.
it was his birthday at Teesside, and I was running around like an idiot and didn't buy him a beer. So I probably owe him 2 beers now.
That's disappointing. Chris,
Driftland.
Let's make it 3 beers. You're not getting beers at Driftland.
Because Jake's buying one.
We
I'll
don't
get
sell
2.
beer.
Yeah, and if you're not here, we'll drink them.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll sort it out. Last one, and the main question again from Adam Simmons: are you going to sort a car for the Driftland Bash?
Up until about 10 minutes ago, this was like a 110% yes. Like I'm not missing it. And then I've just been informed that you've put it on the same weekend as Riga.
Riga for Driftmasters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that-
is something I've been talking about going to for years. And I said this year I'm 100% going. So now I need to make the choice of.
So you've got the choice of having a great weekend of driving or a great weekend of watching other people drive. Sounds like a no-brainer to me.
Abroad, somewhere warm.
It'll be warm here in Scotland in August. Talking about
And May, the 25th
May
and 26th, is going to be
26th.
very warm.
Meant to be the biggest heat wave that's ever hit us.
Exotic.
So am I right in thinking that the tickets for BDC here at the end of
Available
May,
online.
in which is your website is down here. Ren, we'll put it in here.
Insert.
Right, that, Ren?
Yep,
Right,
yep.
It's going to be just here
Buy on
somewhere.
20% discount, get them bought
A
soon.
20% discount.
20%, we've given bigger discounts this year, so get them bought before you turn up at the venue.
And for the local guys, we have the practice day on Friday as well. So there's going to be a bunch of locals and BDC drivers smashing around the BDC layout, which is top secret. We're not telling anyone the layout
I'm
yet.
surprised that question didn't get asked.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's not there.
Right. No one's
Yeah.
going to find out yet then.
He's not going to tell you yet. You have to wait until he makes a video thing. So I think that's it. You got any other questions?
That
you'd
was
like to
tamer than I
ask?
thought. I was expecting some.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Expecting some different ones, but no.
I think the problem here is that Ren has put these together, and Ren is quite posh and he doesn't like offensive things. So
Whereas if you would have put them together,
I'd have added some worse ones in, or maybe thought of some myself.
right? And just go, yeah, somebody asked this.
There was loads of stuff about some sort of gap here, but I think we'll just leave that for now.
Just a gap that I had this one time. So,
right, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming, Matt.
Always a pleasure.
Have a safe trip back down the road, and we'll see you for BDC and electric shock treatment in a few weeks.
Yeah, not too many weeks' time.
Do a subscribe and a share and all those other YouTubey things.
And buy tickets.
Oh, and buy tickets, definitely buy tickets. Come see us. Bye.
Bye.